Welcome to Sensor Noise, a podcast about photography, technology, kind of all of it now. We're evolving.
We're evolving. We're growing, we're changing, we're learning, we're listening. Most of all.
We see you and hear you. I'm Andrew, joined as always by Arthur. Arthur, how's it going?
Hey, it's going okay. It's stressful over here.
We have Bay Area type weather
at
the moment. Yeah, it was like 70 and sunny today.
That's about what it is here.
But we are in the depth of false spring here because it is going to be like back in the 30s by the weekend. So
I think our fall spring was about 2 weeks ago when it was 80 degrees. And now it's just actually spring. And I suspect it's just going to be like this until July when it starts to get hot. That's pretty much how it goes.
Sunday, 68 degrees. Tuesday, 27 degrees. So that'll be fun. I like not really knowing how to dress on a given day.
Let's see if I look at my weather app. 72 today, and I think tomorrow it's gonna be 72, and then 70. Yep. So we're in spring now. It's not. It's not coming down again.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. But I've switched to shorts. I'm done with pants. We're done. Plus, baseball's back, so that means it's definitely shorts time.
We are definitely not in that kind of weather yet, unfortunately. But,
I thought about going, nobody cares about sports, but I thought about going to spring training in Scottsdale. They wanted like $300 for a single spring training ticket. I'm sorry. You wanted me to pay $300?
For spring training.
That's right. $300
not even a
to go
regular
watch
season game.
Guys who you've never heard of and will never see again pitch balls. No, I'm not doing that.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Oracle Park tickets. When I go to Oracle Park, it's usually like, I don't know, like under $100, and that's for a decent seat. Even you can get them way cheaper than that.
Naming rights presumably soon to be up for grabs because
let's hope.
Oracle's having a great time.
Let's hope, man.
Let's see. While we were, since last time, I should say, CP Plus happened. Japan's
CP
big
Plus
camera show.
And what, Mobile World Congress at the other one?
Yeah, one of those. I don't know. Who can keep track of any
one of the phone
things?
Ones.
Yeah, one of those
also happened.
And so there's news. First news, piece of news. Nikon has completely redesigned its 70-200 f2.8 lens. This is, I think, one of the first second-generation Z-mount lenses.
They've done two now, right?
Yeah.
Because there's this one, and there's the 24-70 as well.
Yep. And they basically made it way lighter, and also I'm seeing here that it has an Arca-Swiss-compatible tripod foot.
Now look, it's a new optical formula. It's lighter, whatever. I'm sure it takes great images. But the thing that I care about is the Arca-Swiss-compatible foot.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it's taken them this long.
They discovered they had an old milling machine, and they're like, hey, wait a minute.
Like, you've been able to just take a Nikon foot and mill an Arca-Swiss. Like, I've seen people do this. You can just cut it to work.
Yeah.
Why was it not like
somebody got their old Bridgeport running again. They're like, all right.
Like, I'm so confused as to why it's taken them this long. I'm very happy about it, to be clear. Yeah. But I'm very confused about why it's just taken so long.
Yep. They say it is 25% lighter.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a 70-200 f2.8.
Yeah.
And it is the S series, so that means
now something interesting.
Good.
Did you notice that the bayonet cover goes somewhere else now?
No.
It goes on the base of the lens or something. Like, if you look at the images in the DP review article, they have two images. You can see it's slightly different when the bayonet cover is attached versus not attached. So now having the bayonet cover on the end of the lens does not it's not interfering with your usage of it anymore.
Nice.
It makes the lens look normal. So I like
Yeah.
that a lot. And yeah, it's got the new focus motor, and of course, it's $3,200 now.
Of course. Yes.
So I don't think I'm going to be upgrading my my version 1 at all.
No, I don't think you'd need to, but if you don't have such a lens and you find need for one, this would be the one to get.
It is quite a bit lighter.
Yeah.
Like, quite a bit. So that is tempting, but not for that price. Sigma also has something new to share with us, and that's a rice farm, apparently.
Okay.
Yep, they're opening a rice farm, I guess.
What?
I just thought this was hilarious.
I feel like they're doing everything except making a new Foveon sensor.
Seriously.
They're like, we'll get to it. We have a lot of other stuff going on, and it's like, no, you're distracting yourself. This is me whenever I have anything important to do. I'm like, well, one moment, let me do this first.
Yeah, they're starting a farm corporation to run rice farms near their factories, I guess. Sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess this is what you do when you have more money than time.
I don't, I guess they're basically saying like, Aizu, which is where they're headquartered, has experienced a shortage of new agricultural operations and an increase in abandoned farmland. And it's like, sure. Yeah. I don't know that that's your responsibility to rectify.
I don't think it is. But, I mean, if they're like the only... This is the difference between Japanese and American corporations, right? If an American company sees a deficit of farming in their local area, they're just like, whatever, who cares? But I guess Sigma takes some responsibility for their area, which is nice to see.
Sigma says it will begin planting rice in early summer this year and hopes to have its first harvest in the autumn. Over the winter, the company will begin rice milling and then distribute its rice to employees.
All right, sure.
So this is, I guess this is sort of the Japanese version of the Volkswagen sausages, as it were.
What's the Sigma part number for these, I wonder?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Like, can I order a bag of Sigma rice as a part? Yeah.
Man, imagine Leica rice.
Oh God.
Anyway, Flickr is having a real-world photo festival, which seems kind of interesting.
Well, also interesting to me, Flickr apparently still around.
Yeah, they're together with SmugMug. I see their offices in Mountain View. And by office, I mean like one very small building. But yeah, they're still around. And
they've announced Mode by Flickr, an in-person photo festival taking place in Minneapolis, Minnesota in late September 2026. 3-day passes start at $330.
It's not unreasonable for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think this is necessarily bad.
It's interesting, for sure.
I think it's going to end up being just like a bunch of influencers talking to each other.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I would say, I don't know, $330 for a Flickr photo festival seems steep for what that is,
I agree.
I don't know that. Yeah, I guess I'd be curious to see how this pans out.
Yeah, I'm sure we will see reviews and stuff from this. Yeah. If it's successful, I think that's good. I just don't have a lot of hope for it, really.
Well, and I feel a little weird that it's Flickr,
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, that doesn't feel like it's set up for success. But
no, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
This is an interesting app that I wanted to point out. I think it's useful for all of us. It's called Offline Files. And what it does is it lets you keep indexes of drives that are not connected to your machine so that when you're looking for something, it will tell you where they are.
It's sort of like having a card catalog for your
kind
cards.
Of a card catalog. Now, this is something that, like, if you have like a tape backup system, they all do this as part of like the way that tapes work. And in the old days on macOS, you'd have like Retrospect as a backup system, and that would do the same thing. But this kind of has fallen off as something that people do. But if you have a whole bunch of files on drive somewhere, or even multiple NASs, and you need to know where
Well,
they are and be able to
or you've
search
got,
them.
or you're one of these people with, multiple external hard drives.
Yep. Yep. This will let you index all of those, and so you can go search this, and it will tell you which drive it's on, even if it's not connected, which is awesome. It's a one-time purchase. It's like $8. I think it's totally worth it. Because even something like Lightroom doesn't really do this.
No. In fact, I found out the other day that Lightroom really freaks out when you open a catalog and it's like, well, I can't get to the drive that this is on.
So Lightroom doesn't handle it super well, but this is designed specifically to do this. So if this is the kind of thing you're looking for, kind of can't beat it. I've never seen another Mac app like this built in the last, 20 years that does the same thing.
Interesting. I do have to, the person who created this, their website does like cursor hijacking, and this is bad. Don't do that.
But I think he's like a
creative.
Yeah, he's a creative.
Tools.
It's cursor highlighting and scroll jacking. It does both.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, wonderful.
Anyway, it's a useful app, I think, if you need this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Canon did some.
It's also €7 99.
Oh, sorry. So like $10.
It's not very expensive.
Yeah. Canon said, "Hey, what if we had a waist level viewfinder that you can't touch?"
Yeah, this is interesting. Canon basically showed up to CP Plus and they were like, "Hey, what if we did a Hasselblad 500? Except that like we're not really gonna say anything about them. They don't have names or anything. They're just called Concept Model A and Model B. But
and
apparently,
it should be noted, it's also an SLR. It's not. Not mirrorless.
It's an honest to God SLR with a waist level viewfinder and a mirror that flips up onto a Type 1 sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if they go anywhere with this, or like, is this what they're doing? Like, were their engineers bored?
It's so odd because they like had it out at the show, and then they had a crappy like 3D printed version that people could touch that didn't work.
Yeah,
and there were only ones behind glass. And
the prototypes behind glass actually look pretty well.
I mean, they look polished.
I don't know about Concept Model B, but Concept Model A looks like a camera that I could see,
I mean, Model B is just like a modern design, minimalist. Yeah. But I think it's the same thing on the inside.
Well, the Model A also has the cable release shutter button, so
it does.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, they haven't let anybody actually like look at these things for real. So I wonder if any of it's.
Yeah, this is odd because it feels like it's not even like a concept car kind of thing. It's just like, we have this. I don't know. If you like
Canon
it,
is odd.
whatever.
Like, this is unusual for Canon. They don't usually do this kind of thing.
I mean, they do make some oddball stuff, but they usually just come out with it. Like that power shot that was that weird form factor. But yeah.
Yeah, they aren't just showing it off like this. So I don't know what they're about here.
Maybe they're like, I don't know, you guys like this? I don't know. Where do we go from here?
That could be. Certainly could be.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Also at this thing, there was another adapter that I thought was interesting, which is Megadep has a Leica M to Canon RF autofocus adapter.
Interesting.
So it gives you autofocus on manual M mount lenses.
Huh.
It's just got a little motor in there that does the focusing, and yeah.
That's kind of neat. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting, though.
And this also lets you use another way to use non-Canon lenses on an RF body.
Yeah, so that gets into a really interesting question: is Canon going to sue them over this?
Oh, Probably.
which I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Well, you know who
Similarly
else is?
related,
So you know who else is doing people?
Nikon has vanished Sirui and Mikey lenses for Z mount.
Which again, stop it.
Yeah,
There's no there's no reason to do this. There's no benefit to it, you know? It just let people make lenses for your system. It makes, yeah, you might not make as much money because you're not selling them a lens directly, but on the other hand, they did buy one of your cameras, you know, potentially because your cameras can be used with cheap lenses,
correct.
you know?
And it also
It's a
makes you look
selling
like an
point.
asshole,
Well,
to be
yes,
honest.
right. Yeah.
Like, nobody
But I
cares about
guarantee you at Nikon, they're like, well, Canon's doing it, so, I mean, we gotta do it.
Yeah, probably, but that's not a good reason.
No, it's not. It's a terrible reason. Yeah. Nikon, this is bad and you should feel bad. Knock it off. Don't do
Agree.
that.
What else? It's phone time.
It's fun time. Yeah.
Mobile World Congress. There's a bunch of weird phones. There's the robot phone. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't. What in the world? Huh?
They basically built a DJI Osmo Pocket into a phone.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a gimbal that like flips up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's going to break immediately.
I was going to say that sounds horrible for, durability.
They say they're going to ship this year. That's what they say.
Uh-huh.
And we'll see. But more interesting for us, I think, there's the Xiaomi 17 Ultra Leica Lights phone.
Yeah.
Which is a phone that has Leica branding and it has a grip.
Mm-hmm.
And
somewhat amusing to me that Leica is itself a abbreviation of Lights Camera, so it's the Lights Camera Lights phone.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So they're bringing this to the international market. Apparently, it was already available in China before, but they're making it international now. One thing that I noticed that they really screwed up with this international release. Take a look at the Leica logo on the back in the first picture. Is there anything wrong with that you can spot?
It's way too small.
It's portrait orientation.
Oh yeah.
And if you scroll down,
not
you
a
can
red
see,
dot.
If you scroll down, you can see the China version, which is landscape.
Oh yeah. Why did they do that? Why did they change that? Why would you what?
I have no idea.
Surely it costs less money to not change that.
Yeah.
What do they?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Weird.
I don't. And they put the red dot on the Leica logo is in the corner on the international one, but it's also portrait. Why is it portrait?
Mm-hmm.
So
here's my question: is this the cheapest Leica camera you can buy, or is this also like $4,000?
It probably is. Yeah.
The Lights phone costs 1,999 euros. So
yeah, so it's definitely cheaper.
I was gonna say that's actually, yeah.
Anyway, Leica freaks are gonna buy this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same as the non-Leica one, except it says Leica on it.
It has wireless charging, but not Qi 2 MagSafe because this thing has a giant circular camera bulge that would make that
make it impossible.
Goofy. Yeah.
Should also note they upped their version to 17, which is the same basically as the 15, but you see they wanted to get in line with Apple's numbering. So
okay, right, 17. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other phones that were interesting, Vivo said, what if we just made it so you could screw an entire 400 millimeter telephoto lens into the back of your phone?
The photo of this is ridiculous. It looks like something you'd find in an optometrist's office.
That's right, yeah. And their styling definitely gives optometrist's office.
Yeah. It's like the right silver color of like optometry equipment or whatever. Yeah.
So it's the Vivo X300 Ultra, and it has like a little bayonet mount or something on the back that lets you screw in a 400 millimeter zoom lens into the thing.
I feel like that can't be comfortable to hold.
No way. Yeah, no, this has to suck to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Does
Do they,
anybody buy these?
so this is what I was going to say. Did they find that this is popular?
I don't know. I was thinking about this. Like Android Android phones in the international market are getting weird.
They are getting weird. I suppose it's good. I'd rather they be weird than boring.
Well,
You
there's
know.
definitely a divergence between like what we have available in the US and what they're getting internationally. And honestly,
Mm-hmm.
the international ones are way more interesting than anything we've got now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is at least, they're trying something.
Yeah.
Good luck to them, I guess.
Yeah. What else? Oh, lighting corner.
Yeah, we got some lights also.
Godox has new entry-level strobes, studio strobes that are starting at $140, which is or $149 rather, which is quite good for
That's
that.
astoundingly good.
These have the Godox X wireless system built in, so you can use triggers and all that. They have Bowen mounts. They don't have anything proprietary, which is also good. Looks good. I have some of their older stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Amaran, which is the like budget brand of Aputure, has announced new bicolor LED lights.
Yeah, these are kind of cool too.
Yeah, so I have some older model Amaran LED lights, and they're quite good. This looks pretty good too. Basically, 60, 100, 200, 300, and 600 watt models, bicolor, meaning that you can basically go from daylight to a soft white balanced light. And yeah, so the entry level Halo 60X gives you 3,270 lux at a distance of 1 meter, while the flagship Halo 600 is rated at 32,500 lux at the same distance. There is really, I can think of no reason why anyone would need a 600 watt lamp unless you are trying to light a very large space. But yeah. Also interesting too, the lower power models, the 60 and 100s, run off of USB-C PD, which means that powering them from a battery is very easy.
Which is super. It's going to be a hot battery.
It will be a hot battery, yes. But the other cool thing is the 60, with the lowest powered model, the 60X is $120, which is pretty good for a 60 watt LED continuous light.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's really cheap.
And from a more reputable brand than you would find just like sort of searching randomly on Amazon. So
right.
yeah. They even
I have to say, like,
they've got a little mini reflector for it. They've got a mini Fresnel with a what do you call it? The flaps. I can't think of the proper term for them. Anyway.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They have a little dome for it. So yeah. All very neat. It comes with an AC to USB-C 65 watt adapter. So
yeah,
there you go.
I'm really pleased with this whole trend in general. It's another area where China is just like dominating this space where, pro lighting like this used to be thousands. And now it's like, $150 for a pretty good strobe.
Well, I want to say I bought like a 200 watt continuous strobe a couple years ago, and it was a little more than $1 per watt.
Right.
I think it's quite a bit cheaper than that now.
Which is nuts, but it should be, right? These aren't complicated devices.
No, they're not. In fact, they're really quite simple. It's a giant LED chip with a fan.
Right. It's really straightforward. They should not be that expensive, and now finally they're getting mass market enough that they're cheap, which is great. So more of this. Keep bringing lighting prices down.
Yeah. Now, what is this that I see that you have cursed me with the knowledge of now?
Oh, the Elgato Stream Deck Plus XL.
Yes.
Yeah. So they made a Stream Deck XL that's even more XL.
I see that. Yeah.
It's 4 by 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 36 buttons, and then 6 knobs.
6 knobs, and then the little display above the knobs is itself a touch screen.
It's a touch screen, yeah. So you got that too.
This is I don't know what I'd use this for, but I like the idea.
It's so big, man.
Yeah.
I want it, but
Well,
I
this
don't
is
have any use
they
for
need
it.
to make one for soundboard usage that is just like an absolute ton of buttons. Like
Oh, they
basically,
do. They do.
well, no, I know they do, but they need to make one that's like even bigger, like the size of a regular full-size keyboard, but it's just buttons, for that you can assign your goofy sounds for soundboard stuff.
Don't they sort of have that? Isn't there like the pro version?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they made the
The Stream
XL.
Deck module.
Oh, can you just
So you can get a 32 key Stream Deck
Oh,
module and you can stick a bunch of them together.
yeah. Also, everyone's coming out with these now because I see Cooler Master Master Hub modular controller Steam Kit, and then I also see that Yamaha has some sort of thing now.
They do.
Also, they have a rack-mounted Stream Deck module that's $900.
Yep.
Huh?
Now, I
Okay. Who's
actually
buying that?
I didn't realize these new modules. I may look at using some of these.
Because
Because you see, it's a Stream Deck without any of the like casing and accoutrement around it.
I see that, yeah.
So you can just make your own.
They show it built into a desk, which is somewhat amusing. But yeah, you could just get a frankly ridiculous amount of these and stack them up next to each other.
Yeah. 32 keys.
That's
with USB-C and everything built
potentially
in.
dangerous.
Much to think about.
The USB-C port provides reliable 480 megabit per second USB 2.0 performance.
So I've heard. I really want them to make one of these that you can run with. Like, I want it to run independently of the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Well, that's
love
the
to
thing
be able to
about it,
wire
is
this
that
thing up to Home Assistant directly or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it, is that it has no smarts. As soon as the app port stops running, it's like, no, I don't know what to do.
Right.
Which
I
to me
wish it could
seems
do
like
its own thing.
Well, and it could, right? Because it's not. It's already got a microcontroller in there.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people like wire it up to a Raspberry Pi 0 or something, which you could do.
Yeah,
you could do something like that.
You could do that, but then you'd be dealing with Raspberry Pi.
Well, right.
So yeah.
Anyway, there's some film. Most interestingly, Harman has this one called Azure.
Yeah, they've come out with another
with the colors.
They come out with another goofy film. They looked at Lomochrome, basically lomography's like turquoise film, and they said, "Hey, we could probably do that." And so they did. This is called Harman Switch Azure. It is ISO 125 in both 35 and 120 formats. I guess what I'm curious about, we talked about they came out with the Redshift one, which was basically, what if we loaded the cartridge backwards?
Yeah.
This one, I'm not sure, because this is, they must have done something with this special to make this work,
Yeah,
maybe they fiddled with the dye layers or something.
They put it through the portal thing from that Christopher Nolan movie.
You know what I think they did, actually? They probably just, once the film was, the coating was ready or whatever, they washed it in, Thames River water, basically. This is what happens. So
it's Tenet film is what it is. It's just inverted. Yeah. But it looks interesting. It seems like something you could have some fun with.
Harman advised me not to push the film.
Yeah, I would imagine
says
so.
Azure performs best at box speed. I would say that, I mean, this is already a fanciful film, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you do whatever you want with it. Don't let them tell you what to do.
I mean, just don't expect good results necessarily.
Yeah, right.
But that's kind of the point, I guess.
I was going to say, I don't think, if you're using this film, you're not trying to, capture a historic scene.
No, it's artistic.
For posterity, yeah.
Before a while ago, we talked about Curious Mark and his HP 197A oscilloscope camera.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I hadn't even considered at the time, but someone alerted him to, is a way to make this actually work and not suck which is you can use the what is it, the
Not
lomography.
having Polaroid in it, one assumes.
Yeah, not Polaroid, right? So before the
Right.
conversion was to make it work with Instax wide. And
Mm-hmm.
it was a really hacky process because he like jammed the Instax wide film into the existing Polaroid back and then had to take it into a dark room to take the film out to squeeze it through the
Yeah.
Instax rollers. And
Look,
that sucks.
that's just medium format photography. That's the day-to-day
Basically.
of
But what's happened in the meantime is Lomography came out with the Lomograph Lock, which is a graph lock.
Graph lock, yes. I'm familiar
Graph
with
lock
this. Yeah.
back, right?
Yeah, it's basically okay, so you have a medium format camera, and film is expensive and developing it is a pain in the ass. So what if you could just use a pack of Instax wide on your
Right.
medium format camera?
Yeah.
It turns out it's pretty neat. I've seen
so
photos
what if
taken
you
with
could
this.
just build a little adapter?
Oh, wow.
Adapt this to that Polaroid back, and turns out you can, and it works quite well.
Well, you just got to like 3D print a thing, basically, or
yeah, he 3D printed one, and then he had PCBWay like mill one correctly, so it'd have less light leaks.
Well,
but
you gotta listen. You gotta have either PCBWay or JLC PCB. You know,
of course,
yeah.
Oh, the sponsor of the video.
Yeah.
But if you look at the it's a much cleaner setup now. It actually works like it's supposed to. You can just take the image the right way, and then you can
minimal chance of light leaks, one assumes.
Yeah, minimal light leaks, and the images look way better than the last time, of course, because it's actually like on the plane correctly and focused correctly. So now it works, which is kind of cool.
I feel like this is
neat.
a weird enough thing because Fuji just keeps doing weird things with Instax that they might actually come out with an oscilloscope Instax camera and be like, yeah, you know, here you go.
They could. Yeah. I mean, he did also prove in this thing that smartphones still cannot take pictures of CRTs correctly.
No.
Even with manual settings. Like he did manual settings, increase the exposure time. It still didn't work right.
Yeah.
So if you need to take a picture of a CRT, film still is better.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out.
As it turns out.
There's also some weird things going on. What is this called? The Ligar by Escura?
Yeah.
What is this?
So what this is basically, so you have your film camera.
Yeah.
And you want to take digital camera photos as well. How do you make that happen? Well, what you do is you basically get a tiny digital camera sensor, put it in an enclosure with a hot shoe sort of trigger, and then you can put it on your film camera's hot shoe, and then when you click the thing, it will cause the digital camera to capture photos well. So you can have a digital twin of your film photos, which I could potentially see some use for,
Now, I have my doubts that this will ever go into production.
Yeah, because it is it's a Kickstarter.
And all of the promo art appears to be AI generated.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
they didn't have a very ambitious goal. It was $5,000.
It raised $24,000.
Oh no, I see what you're saying because they are showing this on top of a Mamiya 135, which I don't recall being a camera that exists.
Yeah, that's right.
Fascinating.
We'll see.
Let's look at the rest of
concept,
these photos. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be real. I don't know.
Boy, yeah, all these promo photos sure have the exact same lighting.
They got the stink on them, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's astounding to me after all this time.
I mean, they did a good job of making sure that it's spelled Yashica correctly. So, yeah.
It's astounding to me that after all this time, they still have not solved the problem where you can just go on Kickstarter and take people's money and then never ship anything.
Yeah, and Kickstarter's whole thing is like, well,
that's how it goes.
Stuff happens.
It's awesome that you can still do that and nobody cares.
Well, and I don't know how Kickstarter managed to work that out, that their terms of service are ironclad, that it's like that's between you and the person who ran the Kickstarter. We got nothing to do with it. All we do is hand your money over, and it's like, but surely you're involved. It's like, nope,
we don't have anything to do with it. Don't worry about it.
Nope.
Crazy that they get away with that.
Next we have the Re 8 mil reusable
Yeah.
cartridge.
So this is pretty cool, actually, I think. It's a reusable cartridge for Super 8. So you can reload it after you're done with the Super 8 cartridge, as opposed to
Which is
throwing it away, which is what you used to do.
Yeah, this is very smart. Also lets you daylight load.
Yes, it does.
Basically, so you can go get a massive reel of 8mm film and basically, apportion it out. Yeah, and then you also don't have to buy a new cartridge each time. So yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's way better. If you're
you
still into
can.
Super 8, which, again, I don't really understand why people are still into that.
Well, if you got that goofy Kodak Super 8 camera,
yeah,
for some reason, you can use it with this.
I mean, sure. I still think it's bizarre that you would consider that, but some people seem to like it.
Yeah.
This is a much better way to do Super 8 than those disposable cartridges, for sure.
Yep.
And this one seems real because they've got a patent. So this one will probably come out.
Next we have Yashica, and
speaking of Yashica,
I'm saying Yashica in quotes here because, of course, it's not Yashica. It's they've announced a compact digital camera called the Tank.
Yeah.
It has a retro-inspired design with a lightweight body, 180-degree flip screen, yada yada yada. It's $100 compact digital camera. Fixed lens, no zoom. Sensor seems fine. The flip screen has a resolution of not enough. Yeah.
They need to stop getting away with it. We got to stop letting whoever is doing this to the Yashica brand do this. Cause
12 megapixel type 1/2.8 sensor, which means it's very small. Photographers can select image resolutions of 12, 24, or 36, although anything beyond 12 is obviously upscaled.
Great. I'm sure that looks awesome.
Yeah. The camera's ISO ranges from 100 to 6400 in photo mode, which is, not better
also
than a
garbage.
film camera.
People just go online and they make a drop shipped product and then they take a brand from somebody else. And it's like, we got to stop. We got to do something about this.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly this is just garbage for $100.
Yeah.
They could go buy a used Kodak Easy Share for $20 on eBay. It will be better than this.
It will. Yeah.
It's just e-waste. It's just $100 e-waste.
Folks in the comments calling these scameras.
I would agree with that.
It's just, I don't know. It bothers me when they take a name like Yashica, or the one that annoys me more is the Minolta ones that you have found at Costco. Those aren't, get that out of here. That's an insult to my X700, ridiculous. And finally, we haven't, I think, talked about, but wireless mics have become a big thing.
They sure
specifically
are.
Wireless lavalier mics, because you notice pretty much everyone either has one of those giant Rhodes squares, on their collar, or they're just holding it for some reason.
I've become accustomed to these lately because my Osmo Pocket came with one. And I went and bought a second one that also came with the USB receiver. So now I can use the lav mics that came with my Osmo to, plug into my computer and use as a receiver. So I now have these.
Well, if you've ever looked at these, you've realized that they're weirdly kind of expensive.
They are, for I'm not sure what reason.
Yeah, well, Godox has fixed that. They've unveiled, I don't know how you're meant to pronounce this, A-Link.
It's like the damn A-Loft Hotel.
Exactly, yes.
Same thing. How are you supposed to pronounce this?
I don't know. This is a kit with 2 lav mics and a receiver, and it is $40 of your dollars.
Yep.
Which seems like the correct price for this kind of thing.
Pretty good deal. Is it as good as the DJI? Probably not, but you can buy 6 of these for the price of one DJI mic kit.
Yeah. It comes with Sony and Canon compatible hot shoes. It comes with a battery case.
Yep.
All of that I'm sorry. That's the $40 is for the one transmitter kit.
Right. If you want two, it's $70.
Yeah. Which again seems fine, because if you were to get a single transmitter of like a DJI, that would be at least $100. Yes. And that doesn't have a charge case and doesn't have hot shoes anyway. Yeah.
And we should note, the way that their receiver and hot shoe seems to work is the receiver is just USB-C, and it plugs into this hot shoe thing. So you can also plug that receiver into your laptop or into your phone or whatever.
Yep.
And it will also work.
Exactly.
So this is just it's a decent wireless microphone set for cheap, and you can use it for whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
It's nice to to have this kind of thing, which is very nice. I mean, lav mics are probably one of the better solutions for decent like video audio. And to have this accessible at this price, I think is good. Hopefully means
it sounds the lav mic audio sounds way better than you'd think it would, especially for something this small.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're like taking Zoom meetings all day and you want to have better audio than your AirPods, here you go. This will have much better audio than your AirPods.
Yep.
It just some news that came across my wire here. OpenAI is acquiring Prompt Foo.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Just thought I don't know anymore, man.
Isn't
None
that
of these
one of the
companies have real
guys in
names.
LMFAO?
Yeah, I think so. OpenAI acquires LMFAO.
We're acquiring Prompt Foo, an AI security platform.
Sure, man.
That helps enterprises identify and remediate vulnerabilities in AI systems during development. Is one of the vulnerabilities using an AI system during development?
Yeah. You should note, I just Googled OpenAI acquires LMFAO, and the first result was OpenAI to acquire Prompt Foo. So,
yeah.
So,
side note, why is everything a CLI these days? Have we just decided that graphics are for losers?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are graphics like woke and soy now?
No, I think it's because being in a CLI makes people think that they're like cool and hackery.
That's true. It makes you feel like you're a coder even when you are not actually doing any sort of coding.
That's correct. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like TUIs in general, but come on, you can make an app that does it instead. It doesn't. You're not getting anything by being in the terminal here.
Yeah.
Monitorwatch Returns. This is
Apple had a number of announcements. They announced the MacBook Neo, which is what if a MacBook was cheap?
Yep.
Pretty interesting idea.
Yeah, no one's ever thought of that before.
Yeah. But they also updated their displays. Well, they sort of updated their displays.
Well, they added one new display, and they didn't really update the other one.
Yeah, well, but then they discontinued their other display.
They did.
Yeah.
So what's happened is the Pro Display XDR is gone. The 6K, $7,000 monitor doesn't exist anymore.
It will not be missed.
Which, honestly, fine. I don't have any problems with that. And in its place, there are two things. One is the new Studio display, which is basically the same as the old one, except it's got Thunderbolt 5. So sure, fine. The only the reason that's interesting is because now you can daisy chain these again, which hasn't been possible for a while.
Yeah.
So you couldn't daisy chain on Thunderbolt 4, but you can on Thunderbolt 5. So now, the old days of DisplayPort, you can daisy chain again.
Well, but it's still something special, right? It's not DisplayPort multi-stream transport.
I don't know. Is it? I think it's just straight up Thunderbolt down, like another Thunderbolt downstream port is what it gives you.
Right. But Macs continue to not have DisplayPort MST for
that's right
unclear reasons.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe because they figure you don't need it if you just have Thunderbolt.
Well, that'd be it's like, well, why do you?
Yeah.
Just get the right display.
You've got that. That's basically the only upgrade. It's the same panel otherwise. Fine. It's not like the only problem I have with it is that it shouldn't be $1,600. It should be cheaper than that. But it's the same price, $1,599. So whatever. More interesting, the actual the actual display as the Studio Display XDR, which is a 27-inch 5K, not 6K, XDR
which is
display.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they discontinued the 6K one, but I'm guessing nobody bought it.
Yeah, I mean, no one bought it. And I also think that
because it cost $5,000 American dollars.
I also wonder how these other 6K displays that we've talked about and I purchased are doing in the market. I wonder if anybody's buying them. My guess is no.
I would assume no.
Yeah. So the interesting things about this one, there's a couple of things that are really cool. 2,000 nits peak HDR brightness. It is this is mini LED, right? Or micro LED?
Mini LED.
Mini LED.
How many nits is the sun? I feel like we have to be getting up there, right? Like,
yeah, it's
is 2,000 nits enough
bright.
for, like, you know, it won't damage my eyes, but it will make me squint a little bit and go, geez.
I mean, my gaming monitor, I think, goes up to like maybe 1,200 or something, and that is blinding.
2,000 nits represents an extreme or ultra high level of display brightness designed for visibility in direct sunlight.
Yeah, like your iPhone goes to 2,000 nits when you're outdoors looking at it in the sun.
Yeah.
And it's
They're gonna have to start putting, like, you know, the like laser radiation warnings on these things.
Seriously.
You know.
And then it also has 1,000 nits SDR. So that means that you can crank it so much that your SDR content, like a white window, is 1,000 nits by itself, which is brighter than the regular studio display only goes to 600 max.
I'm excited to get rid of all the lamps in my office and just replace it with studio displays
you can
showing
just
white.
Blast yourself with this thing. But it is a mini LED dimming monitor. It has more zones than the 6K display. It has 2304 dimming zones. And more importantly, 120 hertz, finally, in an Apple display.
It took them long enough.
It took them a really long time.
Do we think this is an LG panel or?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because for a lot of these other ones, like, they're in other products, but this one, I don't see another display on the market that has these specs.
Well, that's sort of my other question too. Is like, are we going to be able to get the Pro Display XDR panels for cheap now? Because there's
maybe.
But it would be cool if someone else scooped them up.
How come nobody else made a Pro Display XDR before?
No, I don't know.
Right, like that panel presumably has been purchasable.
Maybe,
from
I don't know.
LG or whatever, but no one did it.
Yeah. I don't
know.
Apple, we've got to talk about your display naming. You've been on one since like 1998, right? Because back in 1998, they had the studio display that you could get for, you know, your Power Mac G4.
Yeah.
What was the other one they had? They had the.
It was the cinema display for a while.
Well, no, I'm thinking before that. You know, the blue and white CRT that you could get for your G3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What was that called?
Cinema Display HD. No. 15-inch Apple Studio.
No, that
display.
was a studio display.
That
too,
was a studio display.
Wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, they had. So they had.
But then they went from studio to cinema, and then it was cinema display for a long time.
And then it was cinema. Yeah.
And then it was LED cinema, and then it was Thunderbolt display.
Right. And then it was Pro Display XDR, and then Studio Display, and then Studio Display XDR. And I'm just like, pick a name and stick to it. You know?
I think Studio is their new Pro, is basically what's going on.
It seems that way. That or Ultra, but yeah.
But I think Studio is the like actual pros is what they're trying to get at. Right? Because MacBook Pro has become the default computer.
Yeah. Right.
For anyone, whether you're a pro or not.
Well, just you wait till the MacBook Neo comes out and takes off like a rocket.
I mean, it probably will for that price, I think to be honest. But like right now, the default MacBook is a MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
And they're trying to, I think, differentiate like, yeah, okay, you're a professional, but like you're not editing movies.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you maybe don't need the XDR studio display.
Mm-hmm.
And the same with the Mac Studio, right? Regular people do not need a Mac Studio. Even most professionals, if they want a desktop, a Mac Mini will be more than sufficient.
Are you saying I'm not a regular person
No,
because I
you're
want a
not.
Mac Studio? Oh, okay.
You're not.
Yeah.
But that's like the Mac Studio is a specialty computer.
No, yeah,
right?
very much so.
And the Studio Display XDR is specialty as well.
Did we also cover they discontinued the 512 gig RAM version of the
Of the
Mac
Studio,
because RAM costs too much money, which is a shame because if you wanted to do local AI stuff, that was one of the best options.
I bet it'll come back.
I'm sure it will. Yeah.
I wonder if that's a artifact of the fact that it still doesn't have the M5 yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah, which so hot takes on all the other things. The iPad Air now has the same chip as my laptop, which seems ridiculous.
Yeah, a little crazy.
Well, what I've wondered since they put the M1 in like the iPad Pro way back when is like, okay, well then why can't I just run Mac OS on this thing?
Yeah.
It's obviously capable of it.
Yeah, there was a period of like a year where my iPad Pro was the fastest computer in my house.
Yeah. Well, and now we know because the MacBook Neo uses an iPhone chip that it can all run Mac OS. So why am I stuck with this goofy, sort of interim sort of thing? MacBook Neo, I like it. I like the colors. I think it should have been translucent plastic.
Maybe.
Because I think people need to have the same experience that I did of dropping it and cracking it way back when they were PowerBooks and iBooks. Let's see, the MacBook Air, they put the M5 in. The MacBook Pro, they put the M5 Pro and Max in. Those all seem fine.
Yeah.
They did not upgrade the Mac Mini to the M5.
Which is curious.
Which is weird. They skipped the M3 as well, and I'm like, well, what? While you're at it, just put it in there. But this also seems like maybe this is, again, the Apple thing of like they have 5 people working on hardware. And I
think there's also rumors that this is like a transitional product where like the M3, which didn't end up in everything. The M5 probably won't end up in everything. And then there'll be the M6, which goes to everything or something. I think that's what the like rumors say, which makes sense.
Almost some sort of like TikTok type cycle.
Almost.
They also
on the Studio Display. You remember on the old one, the stand cost $1,000. Well, now the stand is free. It's included.
Oh well.
So you really can't afford.
It's a steal.
Yeah. Now, what's annoying is if I choose the VESA adapter option, it will take the stand off, but I don't get a cost reduction.
Yeah.
Now hold on.
What you get.
Hold on, Apple. I was told that the stand was so good that it cost $1,000.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't.
Does the Studio Display XDR, does that have a built-in webcam?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you recall, the Pro Display XDR
did not.
And they had a special 4K camera from Logitech.
A special Logitech Brio that magneted to the top.
Yeah. That was $200 on top of which I guess, if you're spending that much on a display, it's probably a drop in the bucket. But
now this display has also an A19 in it.
So it's more powerful than the new MacBook Neo.
That is correct, yeah.
So that display itself could just be an iMac.
That's basically. Right. Yeah, it could.
Yeah. They should do that because I want a 27-inch iMac again.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder what's going on with the 27-inch iMac.
Yeah.
Why? What happened to that? Why aren't we doing that anymore?
It's weird. I don't know.
Now, they have data that we don't have, obviously. Maybe truly nobody bought it, which maybe.
I don't think that's the case. I don't know. Well, I don't think the iMac is a big seller anyway, but.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if the people who would have bought the 27-inch iMac realize that now there's not much of a reason to buy a desktop Mac anymore.
That's
you
true.
Can just buy a laptop that has the desktop class chip in it.
Yeah.
And then you also have the benefits of it being a laptop,
Well, or you can just buy a Mac Mini, which is very cheap.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know if the market's there for the bigger one. Because I feel like the bigger one
I
was
guess
like
not.
the pros buying it, like the actual pros.
But I also feel like Apple's just sort of weirding out lately. I think Tim Cook needs to move along.
Many are saying this.
Yeah. Time to bring in someone who knows products rather than just operations.
Yeah. No kidding.
I think. So
anyway, should I buy this monitor? Yes, I did just buy another monitor in like October. However,
it's not this one.
It's not this one. I would be going down in size, right? I have 6K right now. However, there's two things about this monitor that are pissing me off. One is the matte coating.
Really? Not a too matte?
Very, very rainbowy, you know? It's not like, it's not that bad, but it is noticeable. And the other is auto brightness controls. Not good.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned that, yeah.
So the display has built-in auto brightness. However, it sucks.
It's a no good boss. Yeah.
Well, it works, but the set point that it chooses is so dim as to be like unusable, and you can't
is
adjust
there like an
like
energy
its midpoint.
saving thing where you can be like, no,
there's no adjustment for it.
Well, that's not great.
So it's very annoying. And I have like Lunar. I have this app Lunar that hooks up to my Home Assistant and reads the ambient brightness of my room. Like this Rube Goldberg contraption to adjust the auto brightness of the display, and that sort of works. But you know,
I will say, you know, the 52-inch Dell Thunderbolt display, that crazy thing that's like $3,000 almost. I learned that through work, or well, not through work per se, but you know, if I were to purchase that on our business account, it would be closer to just $2,000.
Oh yeah, Dell's business discounts are crazy.
Yeah,
they're really good.
I'm still not going to get it, but I mean, it is tempting.
Yeah,
because that's a 6K monitor. And that is, I think, matte, but in the proper amount, I would say. Because Dell, I was telling folks at work this, because we have been getting Dell monitors lately. I'm like, Dell is weirdly good at monitors.
They're very
it's like
good
the
at
one
monitors,
thing they're really good at.
Yeah. See, this is where like people were complaining about the studio display not being 6K, right? And I wonder if they're going to go to 8K. Like, there's still room in the line for a pro display. And I wonder if they're going to do 8K. Because, like, the Max can do it. And that's the premium top of the line now, or these 8K, like, mini LED monstrosities that cost $15,000.
Is that basically 3X then? Or what?
No. It'd be 8K at, like, 40 inches or something.
Well, okay. So you'd still be 2X in terms of the user interface.
Or maybe maybe 36 inches or something. You could do these like above 2X, you could have the intermediate display scaling like a bunch of iPhones have done, where it's like 2.5X or something. But then you could preview your 6K footage natively on the 8K monitor. You know, like there's benefits for filmmaking and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what makes me wonder if like that's why the 6K went away. Because it is kind of a weird resolution.
Yeah.
And 8K seems to be a thing that's happening
5K,
now. So.
But yeah.
Yeah, but that's 5K is a more established thing. Like that's been around since.
Well, and it also is
2015 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it also is 5K is 2X of 1440p.
Right.
So yeah.
So I wonder if that's where they're going to go with the like top of the line.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing about this non-Apple monitor on Apple, it doesn't turn on instantly when you hit the keyboard. And the studio's displays do that. They're instantly on when you hit the keyboard instead of having a delay. So I know that's just the thing that like every other monitor user has to deal with, but it bothers me. So I will, much to think about. We get some kind of discount.
Yeah. Well, that'd be exciting.
It would, and then I'd have HDR, which I wouldn't edit into my photos because I think that HDR photos are evil. But like, we will see. Oh, there is a new polishing cloth, by the way.
Oh, very important.
Just in case you were curious, there's a new polishing cloth for the new nano texture because there's a new nano texture.
Interesting.
But the old polishing cloth is still compatible according to the ever-growing polishing cloth compatibility list.
Yeah. So if you use the polishing cloth on something it's not compatible with, does that void the warranty on both the device and the cloth?
It just catches on fire is what happens.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
It voids the warranty on your cloth.
Can you, if you get a polishing cloth and it gets dirty, can you warranty it? Like, can you take it to Apple Care and be like, my cloth is dirty?
I have a polishing cloth. Like, I have one. Kim brought several home from work at one point, so I have one.
Yeah.
It is a nice microfiber cleaning cloth. I gotta say, it is very nice. Is it worth like $30 or whatever it costs? I don't think so.
I'm very confused as to why Apple felt the need to provide their own.
I mean, it's specifically for nanotexture. Like, that is what it's for.
Oh, okay.
It's a cloth that's specifically designed to not destroy the nanotexture coating. Because on the original XDR, it was very fragile. But now, I mean, they put it on iPads, so it can't be that fragile anymore.
Yeah, they're just handing those things out to kids these days. So
I've got it on my MacBook, and it is much better than the matte coating on this display I have right now. So if I were to get one of these, I would definitely get it. It is. If you haven't seen it, it's very good. Whatever they're doing is great.
I've not really seen it, but I did. I had an M3 MacBook Pro. Talking about odd man out again. So I have put in to trade that in to get an M5 one because it seemed like a good opportunity.
I think so. Yeah.
And I can, get a whole bunch of RAM while we still have some RAM left.
So that is one thing, right? Apple's ridiculous RAM price is now not so ridiculous.
Yeah, I was going to say they're actually,
they're pretty reasonable.
They're market rate.
Yeah. I actually think they're a little less than some of the market is charging. I think that the upgrades, I don't know if you noticed, the upgrades on these Macs, I mean, maybe it's just that the market has gone crazy, but they seem a lot more reasonably priced now than they used to be.
I think it is the market's gone crazy. I'm just thinking too, it would be funny if some of these PC configurators had, like when you go to a place that serves seafood and they just say market rate, for the RAM.
They did upgrade the base storage though. Did you notice that?
Yes, I did, which is nice.
So now if you get an M5 Pro, you get 1 terabyte. That's just included, and it's less than it used to be. So that's pretty good.
I think I saw that some PC manufacturers have basically been doing the market rate thing where it's like, if you order but you don't pay immediately, the price may go up.
No, I think Dell explicitly does that, don't they?
Yeah.
And HP. I know HP's done that for a while. But like Dell, I think, does now too. Yeah. It's like buying lobster. I'd rather have the lobster, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that's all the news that's fit to record.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk to you again in a few weeks.